Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are making vegan chicken and waffles. So we're going to be using a wet batter and a dry batter, and I'm just going to start by making the wet batter. 1 cup of flour and half of a cup of oat milk, some salt and pepper. I'm just gonna mix it around, make sure the consistency is good. It should be like pancake mix, so if it's too thick, add more milk, and if it's too runny, add more flour. So I'm just going to add a little more milk, half a cup, so like 1/4. So yeah, that is done, and now it is time to move on to the dry batter. So first, let's start with 2 cups of flour. One-third cup of breadcrumbs. 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. I need to open the other side. Okay. 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. Garlic powder. I'm not measuring this part. I'm just gonna add, I would say, 2 tablespoons of each. Some onion powder. Of the red seasoning, we are going to use a little bit of cayenne pepper to give it a kick. Not too much, you don't want it to be too spicy. Paprika, you can use regular or smoked, it doesn't matter. Just gonna pat it like a newborn baby. And now it's time for the green seasoning. So we are using cilantro, dried cilantro. Cilantro is like my favorite seasoning ever. Some dried parsley. Shoot. I like sneezed and then that just happened, but it's okay. We're going to add some ground cumin. Not too much because cumin is actually really strong and I don't like too much. But that's enough. We're going to add some pepper. And last but not least, the secret ingredient, some vegan chicken seasoning salt. So I didn't add this table salt from that I used in the wet season. What am I saying? I'm not using the salt that I used in the wet batter. I'm just using this salt just to cut down on the amount of salt. I'm going to whisk it all together. Make sure it's all incorporated. And honestly, no matter what seasoning you put, it's gonna be good. So if you don't have all the seasonings, it's okay. Just use whatever you have in the cabinet. Okay, so I'm all done. I have my wet batter, my dry batter, and I have my oyster mushrooms that I already rinsed and patted dry with a paper towel. And I like make sure to separate them and cut them and whatever. And I also have a paper plate that I'm going to put them on when I'm done. So basically I'm just going to double batter. So I'm gonna take a mushroom, put it in the wet batter, put it in the dry batter, put it back in the wet batter, then the dry batter, then the paper plate. And yeah, that's gonna make it extra crispy and extra crunchy. Gonna make it extra crispy and crunchy, just like fried chicken. And yeah, so you want to have one hand for wet and one hand for dry because it can kind of get messy. And I'm just going to show you guys one time and then fast forward. Wet batter. Wait, which hand should I use? Okay, this hand. So I'm just going to dip it in the wet batter so it's nice and coated. Let it drip off. You don't want the batters mixing too much. but it's also okay. Now I'm using the other hand for the dry. I'm just going to make sure it's coated and then throw it back in the wet. And now using the wet hand, coat it again. This is where it starts to mix a little, but it's okay. Let it drip back in the dry. Make sure it's nice and coated. And this is what it will look like. Hey guys, so I just want to let you know what might happen during this process is that your dry batter will mix in with the wet batter, and as you guys can see, some of the dry batter is in here, so I'm gonna make it a little bit more thicker. So to thin it out, you just wanted to add some water and then mix it around, and that will basically like get rid of that problem. Also, if your batter gets kind of low, as you guys can see, I'm starting to run out, so just, you know, take a little bit of the dry batter, add some water or more milk to make more wet batter. I am all done. This is what it looks like. It's all double battered and ready to be fried. So I'm going to deep fry it on the stove in a deep pot and some oil, and then when they're done, I'm going to put them on this paper plate with paper towel to absorb the oil, and I will come back when they are done. So while the chicken is frying, it's time to make the waffle mix. So I don't have the box anymore. So yeah, I'm just using the waffle and pancake mix from the Annie's brand at Whole Foods. I'll probably insert a picture so you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm just using 1 cup. It's okay if it's a little bit more. I'm not making that many waffles. I'm making like mini waffles, so I don't need that much batter. 1/2 cup of milk. 1 tablespoon of, I'm using this Bob's Red Mill egg replacer. So on the back, it just tells you what to do. So I did 1 tablespoon of this and 2 tablespoons of water, and then you just mix it and let it sit for a minute to get thick. So I'm adding in my egg replacer. It's pretty thick. Added my egg replacer, and now I'm going to mix this all together. So the chicken is done. It looks nice and crispy and golden brown, and the waffle batter is done. And I also cut up some bananas and strawberries to put on top. And now it is time to just make the waffles. So this is the waffle maker that I'm using. It's by Dash. It is just a mini little waffle maker, and basically what you do is you plug it in, it's gonna heat up, you spray it, and then you pour the waffle mix, close it, and wait till your waffles are done. So I'm gonna do that off camera, and then I'm going to show you guys what they look like when they are done. Okay guys, so the waffles are all done. This is what they look like. They're so mini and cute, and I just love that little mini waffle maker so much. But yeah, everything's done, and now it is just time for me to assemble the chicken and waffles. Hey guys, I am all done. They look so good. Cannot wait to eat them. And they're just so mini and cute, and it's just like perfect if you had like a little mini brunch or whatever. But yeah, you guys, that is it for this one, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.